What's up? I am back again. I guess my audio levels are fine. Yeah, back again, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of work to get some other things in place before I have this meeting with someone from Superbase to, I guess, try to learn more about database, how database webhooks work. Maybe, maybe I'll learn something that can unblock me from one of the issues that I'm having. And I guess it'll also be nice to get a bit of a sanity check if I'm using their stuff in the way that they intended. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my screen and jump into it. All right, so my dog he's looking at me for food. I need to go. You're just going to have to wait, Roscoe. You ate earlier. All right. So in order to implement a basically this use case prompting for push permissions using an in-app message, I'm going to do some of the stuff here, right? So there are some things that I'm going to need to do on the OneSignal side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I want to say that there's a template that comes built in. Now, I have remembered that I am using my OneSignal account, the version, or I have two accounts. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. I want to use my OneSignal account. All right, here it is, the Superbase sample integration. Come up to messages and we have this in-app message, but we can also click new message, just a drop down, and then do new in-app. So I think I'm going to follow this verbatim, maybe. Maybe I don't want to, yeah, I'll follow it verbatim. And the reason why I said like some of these names, like push permission prompt, I think that it's important to use the same like verbiage and try to be as consistent as possible. All right. I wonder, are we using the block editor? Yes, okay. Now I thought that there was a template. All right, so that's what I'm looking for now, like the template. All right, this isn't going to GitHub like I would have expected. Now I do remember, I thought we had some, like we have something on GitHub. Oops. Okay, so there isn't a template already. Dang it. But perhaps, maybe I can make this. We can see. All right, so I see that there's two text things. So I'll say push permission prompt. And we're using system default, FFFF 24 font, okay. All right, this next one is going to be enable notifications to get news instantly. Okay, and this should be size 18 font, CDE, CDB. All right, looks about the same. All right, so this other bit, I guess it's just going to be, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Only thing I do know is that this color seems to be the same as that color. I can pull out the color picker though to get these other colors. Here we are. So I'll take this as the primary. So I think it's Command Shift C. I can't hear my system audio. All right, so for some reason it didn't copy the way that I expected it to copy. Try it again. Oh no, it is. Okay, never mind. Not sure what this is. God dang, what's up with this formatting? This is so weird. We'll do RGB and I'll format it myself. I don't know about this color right here. Is this color the color that I'm looking at? Or I don't know. This is weird. I'm gonna try it though. No, that's definitely not the same color. All right. Oh my gosh. What? Am I just not pasting correctly? Oh, okay. All right, there we are. Ah, okay. This image, I think I'm gonna. All right, my battery is about to die. All right, break from music for now. All right, so this looks to be an image, a background image. All right, so instead of this being click me, this is going to be allow. Then I'm going to add another button. That's going to be for maybe later. And I'm pretty sure that this color is this CDB color down here. That. And then the text is probably going to be 18. Same for this, it's probably 18. So this has white. That looks white to me. So the maybe later, I'll need to use a darker color for the text. So I'm going to use my dark color here, my primary color. What the hell? What? Like that. I wonder if that looks the same. It's hard to tell. All right, and this enable push is going to go above this image. All right, so then somehow I need a background here. So I would like it to be that as a background, but I don't really know how to make that happen. So I'm just going to use the color like so. And so I actually want this right here to be white, but I don't think I can make that happen, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is invert this. I'm going to use this color here. And I'm going to make my text or at least my button, I'm going to make this a different color. So how about white? All right. And then my push permission prompt, that should just be regular white, but it's not, it didn't have enough contrast. So I'm going to change it to be the primary color. And this right here, you can't even see it at all. So I'm going to change this to be white. Something like that. Or maybe grayish. Still can't see it. It's not enough contrast. I really need one of these things to be white, but I don't really know of a way to do that right now. So I think what I'm going to do is change this around. So I'll do that. Oh. I'm going to say enable notifications to get updates. Yeah, to get updates or shipping status. I just need something. Like it doesn't need to be anything special. So the ship that I think would resonate with most people is a container ship or a UPS, like one of those things. What do you call those people? I'm gonna just use this. I think this is good enough. Now this is an icon, but never mind. I can download it as a PNG. Never mind. Share attribution. I'm not actually using this for anything. But use, what is this site? Flaticon.com. That's what I'm using to do this. And I'm really just doing this so that I don't see this empty mountain here is annoying me now. All right, so I'm gonna add, I can add a URL, but I can also, like, can I upload something? Copy the link. That way I don't have to worry about attribution. It should just work. Oh. Okay. All right, I want something with a URL, so I'm gonna just go to Google. It's good enough for me. Still nothing. Why didn't that work? Well, I'll just upload the image that I downloaded. Is that right? Or do I need to do a capital too? Go with that. All right, so I have my little thingamajig, my in-app message. Mostly, honestly, most of the work involved is just building this, and I couldn't quite match this. I think there's some assets that I need access to that I just don't have. So unfortunately, I can't use that one. Although actually, I'm looking at this and I'm noticing that the contrast there, this is a gray and that's a white. So I guess what I could do is flip this around so that it's a dark background. I don't like this green though for the primary text. I'm gonna change that to something else. Maybe that can be white. Yeah, I think that can be white. Bold, maybe? Yeah, cool. That gives it a little bit more. And then this can be slightly not white. But it should have this green component. So I'm going to change it. Like I want it to be this dark green. Oops. But more than that, the reason why I did that is I just want to select the hue that this is in so that I can add back white to it and get it closer to gray. So add more white to it. So something like right there, right there. I think it's good. Maybe a little bit more white, or maybe black. Yeah, I think black is good. Yeah, that looks decent. Looks good enough. It's the best I'm gonna do. I'm not a designer. All right, so we have the thing, and now I'm gonna keep on following these instructions. I'm saying follow as if I've been following them, but in spirit is what I'm doing, following them in spirit. So I'm gonna go ahead and create this. So we'll say start showing immediately, stop show forever. I want that. And then how often do you want to show this message? And then like I have an option here. I can say only once or every time a trigger condition is satisfied. And for right now, I'm gonna use only once, but I can always come back in and edit this. And I want to make sure this says push permission or push permission prompt, and make that live. And this is going to give me the message ID here. So now I can do some stuff if I need to using that. All right, so I've already added the button or whatever. Okay, so it's good that I went ahead and did this. So we're going to go and edit already. So the trigger, it's just not going to do anything. All right, now this is interesting. Oh, okay. I don't understand why I'm having that issue. All right, what I'm going to try now is to create a new in-app message. And I'm not really worried about if it's going to go live. I just want to know like what's going to happen when I click that. And it seems like nothing. All right, well, that's fine. I'll go and just add a trigger, which is technically what I'm supposed to do, but still. All right, let's find trigger when certain conditions are met. And I'm going to add a trigger. And what I think I'm going to do is an in-app trigger for this one. I mean, that's what's happening here, but I just wanted to make sure that this was appropriate for my use case. All right, so I'm using the same thing there, and we're going to just say it's true. Okay, so we should be good. And how often do I want to show this message? I don't even think I have that option to do multiple times. That's okay. I can update this. Save this message as a draft. Wait, what? I am a bit confused. Does this mean I can't update my work? Yeah, leave that, come back. Let's see if it saved it at least. Okay. Well, this isn't great. It looks like I can't edit my message after the fact. And no one's online. Dang it. Okay. Well, fine. It's fine, I suppose. But I think I can. What I should be able to do is let's open up Paul. I should be able to send an in-app message and see if it pops up in the app just to see what's happening. Hopefully it's this. I know it's not. Dang it, man. Like I never know what I do with like because they never show up in my recents. It's really annoying. But I have no idea where this is unless it's here. No. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do this from scratch yet again. I'm gonna do it here. Hopefully it'll. I don't know. Duplicate this. And what I'm going to be doing for this particular request is sending in a message, and that's going to go to the notifications API. But now I got to go and look at the documentation to do that. Hmm, that don't seem right. That, wait, okay, all right. At one point, there was a way to set a particular property to like a one or a two or a three or something like that in order to send a message to like across a specific channel. I'm not seeing that anymore. I'm wondering like when did that change, and also like why is it so hard to find information on this on here. All right, maybe if I do it in here, maybe I'll see it. Although I wouldn't expect to see it here. Oh, this actually reminds me. There was a change request. Suggested edits. I guess I don't have any say because I don't see it. I don't see a suggested edit anywhere here. All right, well, I guess that means I don't have a say in it. Um, but this isn't answering my question of why don't I see the like the thing that I would expect to see here. Maybe I can do email channel. Maybe it'll show me the things there. Because I remember saying that there was a way to say like send with this particular channel, like as a channel property. All right. Well, I'm going to have to rely on the triggers, which I didn't set. Dang it. I was hoping I can just do this via the API, but no. No, that's the short answer is no. Dang it. Well, we can at least see it work. How about that? We can at least see it work. Let's open up Android Studio. And I'm going to stop the app and restart it. But I am going to want to, basically, I'm going to have to recreate this whole thing again. And I'm going to use this code here or something like it. So the Flutter thing is just add trigger. All right. Why didn't that, wait, oh, there we are. See, all right, cool. All right, so now I need to do something with this allow and maybe later, right? So I need to, like, what happens when you click allow? It doesn't actually do anything right now. I'm looking for, where is it? Okay, here we are. Yeah, here we are. So you see here how we have these actions that we can perform. So on here, I can add a click action, and I can then say, let's do a push permission prompt. Okay. Okay. I thought this was something that I needed to accept, but it's not. Anyways, and then this maybe later. Um, Honestly, I don't think I wanted to do anything. And I'm unsure that I'm going to be able to save this right now. Let's see. Of course not. Okay. Or maybe this is a bug. This could be a bug. Let me note this down. Also, you know what? Let me just put a marker. Hopefully that works. I use my little thing to try to create a marker. I'm going to go to stream, like to my stream manager right quick and see if that indeed worked. So essentially, like, I understand that we can't do an update, or I'm sorry, like have multiple in-app messages if we are on a free account. Fine, I get that. What I am not, what I don't understand is why I can't update an existing message. So is that a bug or is that something else? I would like to know. All right, let's see if I can add a marker. So then this is, what was it? Oh man, I'm looking at the wrong window. Here we are. So updating message. Can we update a message? Okay, something was wrong. Okay, sure. So apparently I can't create markers in my stream. It's, wait a minute. Oh, all right. Well, anyway, it didn't work. So yeah, fine. Well, I now know it shows, but now I have to redo work, and I'm not a fan of this, but it's okay, I suppose. I'm gonna close all these things that are confusing me right now. Okay, I think I'm in a better spot, so I'm gonna make this just a little bit smaller and create the thing again. And I think the way I'm going to do this is by duplicating and just creating a new one and keeping this one there. So we'll go to messages, new message, and that message. Push permission prompt correct. All right, use the block editor center. I'm just copying now. So that's what I meant by it's going to be a little bit easier. All right, and then go on to the text 2, which I don't have, so let's add text 2. And copy all of that. Wait, is it time? Okay, never mind. I'm like, is it time for me to have this meeting? This is going to be size 18 font, whatever that color is. No bold. And I think that's it. And then the image, it's going to be an uploaded image. All right. Then button 1 is going to be allow. And that's going to be size 18 font. And this color here. And I want to do a push permission prompt. And I want another button called maybe later. Yeah, maybe later. And that's going to be whatever this color is. With a background of FFF or white. All right, and then we're going to keep that close button the way it is. I'm going to set a background, and the background that I'm using is currently this really light color there. So let's just copy that color. And honestly, this could be a good use case for like another color, right? I really don't know. I'm not really I'm not into this. So we'll do unbold there. All right. Looks good enough for me. All right, and then I'm going to do a trigger. So when certain conditions are met, I'm going to add a trigger for an in-app trigger. And I already have a trigger on this other one. Oh, wait, no, I don't. So I'm going to use the docs. I'm following verbatim, remember? Except when I say verbatim, I really mean not truly. But I'm trying. All right, so here's the one that I want to do, the prompt notification. And these could be named anything, but you know, like I want to follow this guide so that whatever I put out is consistent. Right, so just know that if you want to use prompt or insert not now there, like you can use whatever you like, it'll work just fine. All right, now I need to make sure that it's going to show immediately, show forever, and then I don't have this option to do multiple times. So I think at this point I can call it. So let's go ahead and save. And then I want to make this the message that's live. So correct. Resume. That it was never started. Let's pause this one. And let's resume this one. Okay. So this shouldn't say resume. It should say start or something like that. Anyway, now this is the one that's going to run. So now I need to go into Android Studio. And I'm going to copy that Flutter code that was in the instructions right here. So in your apps code, use OneSignal add trigger. So I'm just going to follow that up right there. So I could do it here on this main screen, but what I think I want to do is I only want to show it if you've logged in. right? So like if you've logged in, that means that it's also the sign up, right? So in either case, it'll be true. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is I want to show that here, like when someone gets to this page or whatever. So what I could do is wait until after the person is logged in, like right in here, I guess, and then set that to be true or something. All right, so I'm not sure if it's going to show the thing because I already have a user. So I'm going to stop this first and then just restart it. And let's see what happens. Hopefully something interesting happens. All right, so nothing interesting happened, and that's for a couple of reasons. I think it should be for a couple of reasons. The first one is that I've already accepted uh, push permissions. So what I think I should do is close it and then like close it for real. But also maybe delete it. And the reason why I'm deleting it is because I don't actually understand Android, so I don't know how to turn off notifications and like have them where they come back on. I don't know how to do that. So instead of figuring it out, I'll just do the simpler thing for me, which is just delete it because I know how to do that now. Now that I've learned it. All right, so okay, I'm gonna wait for a little bit. All right, so it's set the trigger. It's set the trigger. All right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I want some way to like manually trigger that. It didn't show up this time. All right, so I'm actually curious why this didn't show. Why are my tags? Do I not have tags? And there are no tags. All right, I'm going to initialize this inside of the screens page. I want to say it's this one right here. Ah, okay. All right. So maybe I shouldn't call it prompt iOS. Maybe I should call this prompt notification. Is that what it is? Yeah, notification underscore notification. So we'll do that, and I'm gonna stop it and restart it again. See what happens. All right, there we are. It pops up. Ooh, but it's not showing on the whole screen. I want to say that should probably be the whole screen. Say allow. Oh, failed. Did it fail? No, it didn't. Okay. Now, what's a little weird here is uh, it looks like the external user ID isn't set when it should be. And that happens on sign up. So that's why that isn't here. So I can get this to show up again, but first I'm going to delete these other two. All right, and then I'm going to log out of here or sign up. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to delete. Oh, this is going to be a challenge, I think. So I come to profile, I want to delete this right here. So we'll save that. And then I also want to delete the user account, which is this one. Huh? Really? There are other places that depend on that? I'm gonna delete this too. There's nothing relevant there. Oh, customers. Ah, no wonder. Okay. All right. Dang it. I'm gonna delete all of this. How about that? So we'll just delete all of that. We'll delete all of that, and then I think I can do right-click delete, and that should give me another kind of delete. Yeah. So I will cascade. Oh wait, did I just delete? Shit. Ah, okay. So then, I've just jacked up something. So I want to say that I can do a push to like local or something like that. Yeah, yeah. Reset. So maybe I can do that in the future where I want to get back to a known state that will automatically go and do like delete all the stuff for me. I think. I assume it's doing something. I really don't know. See, write. I saw a write of 3.5 megabytes, which is slow, but maybe it'll finish. All right, now this is ridiculously slow. What's going on? Is it actually doing anything? Is Docker even running? Oh, ooh, ooh, this isn't great. Um, I just realized that I did that change on the remote, so that's and this is frozen because I don't think Docker's running. All right, so with that, um, I think I can do Superbase DB push. Hmm, am I in the right directory? I feel like I did this last time. I remember doing this earlier today. Hopefully, it's in my history. I think it started with a 6, or had the number 6 in it. Or wait, no, never mind. Here it is. That was that. Okay. I wonder if I need to be in Superbase to do it. Okay, this is interesting. I Ah, okay. No, it's not that interesting anymore. Never mind. All right. I am confused. Oops. All right. Okay, so what's happened is I've accidentally deleted, I think I've deleted the table, the profiles table, and I have no idea how to get it back. Now, had I remembered, actually, you know what? I don't have to remember. I forgot that this exists in the migrations file. So I'll just go into there. And in fact, it'll probably be easier to do it this way. So, oops, that's not what I meant to do. All right, so here is the table data that I need, profiles. So I'm just going to copy all of that. Is it not going to open? No. Hopefully I can copy this. I'm assuming that it's going to copy. No, it's not. Okay. All right, this is a little bit better. I'll make this full screen for now. And what I want is the profiles table here. So create table if not exist, and then I'm going to do all of this altering on the profiles. And it looks like it stops right here. So hopefully now I can just recreate that table like such. Let's do that. And we'll run all of that. I'm assuming that the policy gets deleted whenever all the other stuff happens. So looks like everything worked out okay. If I refresh, I have my profiles table back. So I'm good to go. Okay. It's a long, convoluted way of doing this, but uh, now I should be able to come back to my users and only see this whatever this phone is right here. And I'm also going to go ahead and delete this for now. That's actually my phone, my actual device. All right, so we see that it's now at 2 sessions. Fine. Let's go ahead and create an account. And the reason why I did that is to show that the user ID essentially, or what the external ID will be set. Oops, sign up is what I wanted to do. Did that not work? And if so, why not? Database error, saving new user instance, okay. I have the log here. So we have 29/7/43. I don't see the current time. I would expect to see 7:56 or 56 in here anyway. I don't see 56. Let's try it again. Database error, saving new user status code. Okay, interesting. Wait, is it not even running? Wait, wait, what's going on with this? Is it running or not? I know that it's failing at Superbase because it's giving me that 500 error. So I know it's failing there. All right, so I'm going to stop this and I'm going to delete it again. Could be one of those situations where I think it's updating and in reality it's not updating. All right, try it again. Oh, database error, saving new user. I suppose what I could do is, and I know I shouldn't do this, but I don't really know of another way, is I could delete. I think I corrupted something when I did something in the database. Unfortunately, I don't know how to look at the database logs. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. Ah, full name. Okay. So that's something that I forgot that I added after the fact. So I need to create a migration for that so that this doesn't happen again. But for now, I'll go ahead and add that column or those columns. So the first one is going to be first name. I remember this now, and I think I had that as text. Is null, we'll say no. And we'll say yes, because I really don't care right now. I only need it to work for something else. And then check, I'm not gonna do any check. Column default is gonna be default, which is null. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for last name. And that, come on, that'll be text. And yes, I want this to be nullable. And then finally, I'll have full name. Again, text, and yes, I want this to be nullable. All right, so I'm gonna save that, and that should now fix my app not working. So we'll say just close that for now, and then sign up. All right, cool. That works now. Yeah, cool. Now, unfortunately, I can't get that to repeat. I don't think. Maybe I can. Let's stop the app and restart it up. See what happens. Well, anyway, so what I was really testing was to this external user ID. If I refresh, I should have an external user ID that matches the other thing. I guess I should delete this right here. So it seems like every time I delete the app, it creates a new device. So I'll delete that so that my data is a little bit cleaner. But this ID will match the ID stored here in this table right here. So A5, whatever that is. You see A5F, whatever that is. All right, so NI messages are now a thing. So I wish that I can trigger this message. I would like to trigger this right now. And yeah. I'm gonna have to talk with the team to see what the logic is behind this function that I'm using. Like, how often will it show it? All right, this right here I think is deleted. We can just leave that and this. All right, so now I have an NI message. What is that? What I was planning to do? Am I done already? No, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, so I've implemented a why not message on OneSignal, and I added a trigger for it on the Flutter side of things. Let's refresh this just so we can see that things are all good here. Yeah, so stuff on the Flutter side is now implemented. So it's just a matter of how do I want this to work. And there was something that I was looking at. I think it was a Supabase Flutter sample app. No, this isn't it. I think it was part of this edge functions, maybe. And then there was off, maybe. Best practices? No. Overview? All right, overview, yes. And I think just Flutter with Stripe. So what I may do is take out one of the pages that they have. Oh no, that's exactly what they have. So I'm using okay. Well, there was another one that I saw that used other function or other another UI. I want that one. But maybe I won't do it. Maybe I won't change it because I think it's more important that whatever I'm doing matches or aligns with what they're doing here. So what I can do is yeah, okay. I'm not yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my sign out maybe. Or no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm going to keep that. I think that's important that I keep it. All right, so I'm not going to take anything else from here. Although I would like to. I wonder if this is in like all right, maybe I need to figure out can I just type notifications? No. Okay. Do I have to literally do this? How does this work? Not sure why it's doing a Google search. What if I type notification here? Okay, no. Okay. Uh okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that to show again. Although I would expect it to because I don't see the tag here. Or I'm sorry, I don't see the permission granted. It says it says permission not granted. So I wonder if that means that like if I just close the app and reopen it, does that make any effect? I wonder if this started a new session. Will this be 4 now? Or it's just 3? Well, I was expecting this to run because I'm setting this to true, but it's not, and I don't know why. It worked earlier. I remember seeing it, and And then like yeah, I did something thinking I can get it to come back, and I was wrong. Man, this is really annoying to deal with. This emulator. I didn't. Okay, I forgot. I did delete it. So I was hoping that it would have stored this, but the fact that it's still not working, even though it hasn't stored this, is interesting to me. I suppose what I can do is on payment, I can also do this notification. So on this payment screen here, after I've done all of the stuff that I need to do, which is like here. So right before I set this state, or I'm sorry, not before that, right after I confirm this payment, I can do this, something like this. All right, so yeah. So what I'm going to do now is delete it from the main Dart file. So now I'll only ask if you need it, like if it's something that'll be relevant. Now I'm not sure this is actually running, so I'm going to delete it again. This is infuriating almost. All right. So what I'm expecting to happen now is whenever I confirm the payment, I expect a notification prompt to pop up. Like after this processes, it should just go back to here. And at some point, I would expect to see the thing pop up with the hey, here is your permission prompt. I'm not seeing that. All right. So here I'm going to want to say if basically I want to say if the device state is not signed in or something like that, or no push, then I want to do this right here. Now I just got to figure out what can this potentially return. Oh, I guess I don't have to do that. Or maybe that just wasn't written. Okay, there's a subscribed. Okay, so then I can pull that off. So we can say device state. All right, so that's just device state. And then there is a subscribed. I suppose I need to await this. And subscribed. Is that a function? No. Oh, it is subscribed. Okay. Or not. All right, there we are. So then we'll say if subscribed is equal to false. All right, it's a Boolean. Okay. Then I want to do this thing right here. Yeah. All right, so it's now in sync, I suppose. Let's try it again. Yeah, I'm expecting a notification prompt to show up. And I have no idea how to like configure notifications. Like I went here and I don't see an obvious thing. Almost seems like my best option is to delete the app and just start from scratch. So I'm going to do that. Or maybe this thing right here, wait, what? That app info thing, maybe that's the thing that's relevant. Okay, never mind. I was hoping that there would be a way to delete data or something like that, clear cache. Oh, maybe there is. Okay. Clear cache, clear storage. Yeah, just delete the app. Sure. All right, let's see what happens this time. So now it shouldn't just prompt me for this, hey, do you want notifications? Now, unfortunately, I can't get it to re-show, and I think that's because of my status in OneSignal. I don't have my account is not the full one. So unfortunately, there are things that I can't do. And I am going to have to sign up again because I just created a new user. So I'm going to have to sign up again. Now the alternative is, I'm not going to worry about alternatives now. I'm just going to delete the user for now. So go into here. Just make sure I have all the latest. All right, so I'm going to delete the profile. And then I'm going to go into the customers and delete that. All right, cool. Those are gone. Now I'm going to come in to users and delete my user again. and we should be good. So now I'm gonna have to sign up. Signal.com signal, and then sign up. All right. So now we'll see that. Oh, wait, what? I didn't. Oh, okay. All right. It just took a second. All right. So we see now that I have this external user ID, and it says that permission is not granted, which is what I expect. Now I expect to see permission granted after I click this allow, after I do this payment. I'm gonna have to redo the form again. Ooh, that's not right. 4242. All right, so if this goes off and is successful, then I should see a thing. Yeah, here we are, yeah. And from here, I'm going to say allow. Allow. Okay, so now it should say permission granted. Well, yeah, all right, yeah, see subscribed. So now I have my in-app message wired up so that whenever you do the thing, it'll do the thing over here. And I can also send a message to this right now if I open the right project. So we'll just open, and I think it's in this directory inside of Superbase. Yeah, HTTP test. So I'm going to call this function this push to all subs, which is going to push to everyone. And all right, we should get a message. So right there, hey, it's really working. Hey, it's really working. So yeah, now we have push notifications implemented, in-app messages implemented. And honestly, if we wanted to implement email, that would be very easy to do. And yeah, so I'm going to be pairing with someone from the Superbase team not too long from now. That's actually why I'm streaming this, so that I can stay up and not get too comfortable. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back shortly for maybe a few minutes before that, and then I'll probably stream most of the day tomorrow. That'll be mostly a typing day, right? So I need to write all of the stuff that I've been doing. I need to write that down into instructions, take screenshots, do screen grabs, do GIFs, all the things, as well as get things in order to be like PR ready. So I want to open PRs on Thursday, no later than Friday. So a lot of stuff to do. And yeah, I'll be back. All right, back again. I'm going to talk about some of the limitations that I have right now with the sample, and it's based mostly off of the status of my account, meaning that I'm not using a paid account, or I don't have a paid account. So I can't get my in-app message to re-trigger. So if you missed it, you missed it. It's too much effort for me to get it to re-trigger. So I'm going to call that done and do some committing, or at least think about doing some committing. All right, so it looks like what I'm doing here is I'm moving. Well, there's two things that I'm doing actually. The first one is this bit right here where I set the external user ID. So I'm going to probably do that one first. All right, and now this next one is changing the way that I handle the permissions, the permission prompts or notification prompts. This file must not be checked in the version control. So why is it? Why is it here then? Oops, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to ignore. All right, looks like I'm all good on the committing front. So I guess what I should do is try to get a feel for what's left to do. Right, so for one thing, I don't really, I technically don't need this list view that I have, but I'm gonna keep it because it. I can go ahead and create my profile. Let's do that. It's almost as if Android is like soft key logging, because every time I type a character, it like does something over there. Doesn't make me feel comfortable. All right. Yeah, so the missing piece is to get that notification to send. And it's all wired up, so you see there's a notification here. The only issue is that it's not being called from where it's supposed to be called from. Let's go to the dashboard so I can show what I mean. So I have this function here, this send message to all subs, which as you can see, I have called it, but if we look closely to the client, the user agent, you'll see that it says paw, and that is actually this thing right here, paw. So none of these are like successfully coming from Superbase itself. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. All right, hold on. Is it working now? And the reason why I think it could be working now is not only am I getting 200, but it's saying that the host is this, and the user agent is PGNet, and I know that PGNet is the thing that runs the thing. So maybe this is working now. I'm gonna clear this, and let's do another purchase. So if this is working as it should, I mean, as I hope it should be working, what I'll see is a little bell icon appear up there. Okay, I don't see one. So the other thing is that I would likely see a new request, and there it's showing two right here, 21, 31. This is 21, 21. All right, so let's refresh. All right, okay, here we are. So this happened at 31, which was, yeah, this is it. So at least it's being called this time. Before it wasn't being called. So now it's throwing a 400. All right. All right, it's just giving the status 400. Let's see what the logs give me. 31, okay. Okay. Not much, unfortunately. All right, so it's failing for some reason. I think I know what that reason is, actually. Yeah, I know. I think I know exactly what the reason is. So let's come back to here. Honestly, I don't know why this is working all of a sudden. I haven't done anything different. I mean, it's not working, but it's partially working. Yeah, here, that's the issue. Okay, so I need to be able to like pass parameters or something like that. Let's see if that's an option. Yeah, HTTP params. I wish I knew what data was being passed. That would be really helpful here. So I can use HTTP params and I can hard code a value, right? So like I can put in whatever I want here. But in actuality, I may not want to do that. So this function that's complaining right now is here. Let's pull that. Ah, shit. Let's pull that up. All right, and it's this function here. Now, what I could do is instead of trying to pull out data from this message, which is currently what I'm doing. I'm sorry, not from the message. Instead of pulling out message from this JSON, what I could do is like maybe I can write out write out what's in this data right here. So let's just call this data. Okay, so I can do this. And instead of sending off the notification, which is what I was doing before, I am just not going to do that. I'll comment these things out. And what I'll instead do is just stringify whatever data is. And the reason I'm going to do that instead of just relying on this log here is that I have low trust. That's it. That's the short answer. So if the logs don't get written to the whatever the thing is, I can at least see the response, which would just be the request. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy this Supabase. You know what? Actually, maybe what I should do is instead of changing this, I should just create a new function. So we'll say functions. Is it new? Yeah, okay, it's new. So we're going to say send order or push. We'll just say order like confirm order. Order confirmation. And I'm going to prepend it with push. So Supabase functions, new push order confirmation. That's going to create a new function, and then I'll just kind of copy this. Actually, no, I'm going to undo this. before I go back and paste the other thing. So we're going to get this back to where it was working, right, which is there. And then I want to just paste in all of that. So now this notification message crap, that's going away. And instead of notification included segments, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say external ID. Oh. Okay. So then I'm going to want to get the external ID from data somehow. And we'll just say external ID. I don't really know what it's going to be referenced as. And then we'll do this. So it's either going to be one of these. I'm not sure which one, but I would literally do this right here. Like that. So I'm not sure which one I need, so I'm going to comment out that second one. We don't need a space there. And at some point, we're going to do this response. And this is technically the OS response, but I don't feel the need to clarify that right now. All right. Oh, actually, I don't want to run this right now. I just want to do this other stuff. I'm just going to close that because I don't want to save it. The only one that I want is this push order confirmation. Why is this tripping? Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a new deploy. Push order confirmation. And we need to do deploy bundle or something like that. Legacy bundle. All right, so that's up. And I wonder if I can change what's being called. No, man, I can't change anything about this. I don't know if I like that. All right, I'm going to name it push order confirmation so I can differentiate. It's going to be on insert just like it has been. I'm going to do a post. And the function that I care about is this edge function here, push order, whatever that is. So I'm just going to copy that. Gosh, I just forgot. Where was I? I just lost where I was. All right, I have officially lost what the hell I was doing. I don't even know what I was doing anymore. Interesting. Okay. I thought I was creating a new thing, but I guess I wasn't. Orders. Can I just do note? Push order confirmation. All right, and then that's going to be a post to that authorization. It's going to be a bearer token. All right, so put that there. And then no parameters. I should need parameters. And I'll delete this hook. It'd be cool if instead of deleting a hook, I could pause it, for instance, just turn it off. Right? That would be kind of nice. So So I need to delete push, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Or I think I'm going to do that now. Superbase functions. What is there like a list? I would expect to be able to see like all of the functions that exist, but we'll say delete push. All right, cool. So now if I refresh, that push should be going. I think list should be there, to be honest. Like if there's a delete, there should obviously be a list. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this again. So every time I do this and initiate a payment, an order comes through. So something should get added to the orders table, therefore, or thereby triggering the thing that I'm looking for. So let's open up the orders table, and we should see a order pop up for like whenever this is, 2142. I think this could be it right here, 42. Sure, why it, like, yeah, I think it's this order right here, 42. And let's see if I get an invocation attempt. Okay, look at that. Invocation attempted. So now I should be able to see the response, which is nothing. All right, let's hope that log actually logged out my console. Yes, thank God. Okay, perfect. Ah, okay, it shows me the thing. So I get an ID, the amount, the created at, a Stripe PI, the purchase ID, and then the Stripe customer ID. So that's what I'm getting back. Now in the future, with aliases, with OneSignal aliases, we'll be able to, for instance, add a label called Stripe customer, where then if we have the ID like this, we can associate it to there. So in the future, we can actually pull up a person by this customer ID. Right now, the only option that I have is to pull people up by their external user ID. Now, fortunately, I don't get that information, so I'm going to have to look it up, right, on my function. So here, data. Data is this right here. So I'm going to get back a record. So I'm going to get record.id. So we'll say const, and then we'll say, the thing that I think I really want is the customer ID, and I'm going to have to check to see if that's what I want. Like, how is this being associated to my users table? Oops, not that table, the profiles table, I think. All right, so there's one thing that I think I'm going to want to do, and that's so that I can get access to the actual person. I'm going to need to associate the customer with the profile, right? So I'm going to have a customer ID here, and I believe that there is a I should be able to update this whenever I create the Stripe customer. Now, I'm not sure when that happens, but I know that it happens. All right, we have, or at least not we, I have 15 minutes before I have a meeting to go to. By the way, this is today's, tomorrow's the last day of November, which means that I will be concluding the Devlog playlist, Devlog music playlist. My goal was to do a song per day. I'm only at 23 right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll do like I'll go through and put my picks in. But yeah, it looks like I fell off a little bit. So this trigger right here is the thing that's uh, creating something. So what I really want to do is I want to add a on user or not. I'm sorry, not user on customer created. I then want to go and update the profile. And of course, this is assuming that the profile will exist, but I think it will exist because it gets created whenever the user gets created. So these triggers, as far as I understand, they're created from the database build scripts. Let's find that right quick. All right, so in here, there it should be a migration. So we'll just do a .sql to find it. Here we are. And let's look for the word trigger. Is it here? No, it's not. Let's see here. Let's see. So if it's not here, then that means that I don't know where it is. I got to figure out how to get to it. On auth user creator. Let's see. Let's look for that. On auth. Okay. Okay. Let's do a on auth. Nothing. Okay. Okay. I have no idea how this trigger was created. Well, anyway, I know that the thing that I want is customers. And the event that I want is on insert. We want to do after. And I'm gonna name it on auth user created, on customer created. Okay, I'm not really sure. But that's good because in 10 minutes, I can ask the person who I'm very sure knows. Handle new user. I definitely don't want to do that. Only functions that return a trigger will be displayed. What does that mean? Ah, here. Okay, this. All right, so I think I can basically do this, except I wouldn't be doing an insert. I would be doing an update where the, is there a where? Oh no, there isn't. Okay, so then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do a condition. Is it just like where, like I would expect? This part right here, the new .raw user metadata, full name. So I think that from here, I'll be able to pull out the customer ID from that table and dump that into the right place. It says arguments, no arguments for this function. How would I put arguments though? Or is it just based on what I do here? I don't know. What I do know is that I'm gonna copy it and we're gonna call this handle new customer. And the return type, I don't think there needs to be a return type. I think void is fine. Oh wait, no, it has to be a trigger. I have to return a trigger. At least that's what it said. My definition is going to look kind of similar to this, except it's not going to be insert into. Well, no, it will be insert into. So we'll do insert into public profiles. And the only thing that I want to do is a customer ID, which doesn't exist yet. So I'll need to make it exist soon. Don't care about full name. Don't care about anything, actually. Just that. And then the values is going to be not new ID, but new, I think it was called customer ID inside of this table. Stripe customer ID. So I'm going to pull that out. So that's going to be Stripe customer ID. And then that's the only thing. So I should be able to just kind of delete all of these other options. All right. And then return new. I don't know why I need to return new. Okay. Well, for one, I think I want to do where. So we'll say where. All right, I am noticing a problem in my design. Okay, I can't do this now. I have to get ready for this meeting. I'm gonna end the stream here. I've been streaming for 2 hours, plus an hour earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'll likely be back tomorrow. So if you've been watching this far, thank you for tuning in. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to always drop it in the chat. I do somewhat pay attention to them. For now, it's easy. So if you have things to say it now, because if things become popular, then I will respond to nothing. Anyways, have a good night. Peace.